I say, not run. Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone.
He's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation.
Of an all-time great. Not a generational great, an all-time great. A generational great would almost dictate that Oleksandr Usyk is just a great in the last 10, 15 years. No. Oleksandr Usyk is a great.
Alexander Usyk responded to Floyd Mayweather's claim by saying boxing is a sport for gentlemen, not a street fight. He emphasized that true fighters don't just run or talk big. They prove themselves in the ring.
Hey, listen, boxing, it's sport and the gentleman. It's not a street fight. It's a boxing. Listen, boxing. It's a boxing. Say it again.
Do you think he was being dirty during the whole fight?
I don't have idea. I have no idea.
No.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, analysts highlight the striking difference between Alexander Usyk and Floyd Mayweather, noting that Usyk carries himself without arrogance or ego. They admire how Usyk remains humble despite his accomplishments, in contrast to Mayweather, who still believes he's superior to everyone in the sport. Usyk's grounded attitude and respect for boxing set him apart, showing that greatness doesn't always come with pride or self-glorification.
One of the best of all time. I know a lot of people are kind of probably going to hear me say that and say, you're going too far, you this, that, because I've seen that straight away. As soon as Usyk did that, he's 2-time undisputed heavyweight, 1-time cruiserweight, 3-time undisputed. His resume, yes, look, at heavyweight, it's a lot of rematches. Just the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
And he's not just, okay, he could have 10 world... Deontay Wilder has 10 world title defenses.
Yeah.
Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury are the only ones you really have any kind of weight to them. Usyk is taking on the perceived either number 1 or number 2 in these defenses.
Yeah.
Fury perceived number 1. AJ at the time 1. Dubois number 2. He's taking, like, all right, who's the next in line? Right, I'm fighting him.
Yeah.
That's the way he's doing it.
And he's doing it in a way in which is so beautiful to watch.
Derek Chisora has spoken highly of Alexander Usyk's incredible mindset and boxing ability. He described Usyk as a mentally tough and disciplined fighter who approaches the sport with relentless focus. Chisora even joked that to beat someone like Usyk, you'd need to be sick, emphasizing just how challenging and frustrating it is to fight him. He praised Usyk's movement, intelligence, and calmness under pressure, calling him a true master in the ring. Chisora acknowledged that while Usyk may look friendly outside the ring, inside he becomes a dangerous and unstoppable force.
Listen, what I'm saying is this, to beat Alexander Usyk, you have to be mentally disturbed in your head. Yeah?
You have to be mentally disturbed.
Yeah, because you have to understand.
Well, to take the fight in the first place.
Yeah, because when I saw him a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
I had a coffee with him, with this chat. The guy lives in Ukraine.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, before I came on the plane, I was sleeping in my house, and then there's missiles going over my house, and I didn't want to go in the bunker. I was like, ugh, I'll just go to sleep. It's some craziness, isn't it? I mean, like, hey, imagine you now, you're in your house in Barna, Timbuktu, and then missiles are going. What are you gonna be like?
Yeah, he's cut from very different stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then remember, so you have to come in there looking to go to the other side, because he's looking to go to the other side. Mate, can you do us a favor? Can you stop beating us up? No.
Derek Chisora has compared Alexander Usyk to Muhammad Ali, calling him the Ali of this generation. He praised Usyk's footwork, timing, and ring IQ, noting that his ability to move so lightly for a heavyweight is rare. Chisora highlighted how Usyk doesn't rely on brute strength, but outsmarts his opponents with grace and precision. According to Chisora, Usyk's calm demeanor and confidence remind him of Ali's style, fighting with both flair and intelligence. He said watching Usyk is like witnessing poetry in motion, and that the Ukrainian has brought a refreshing elegance to modern heavyweight boxing, much like Ali once did.
Everybody gets it wrong. You don't box this guy. It's like, how can I explain it to you in a way you understand? You can't box him.
He's just too good.
He's just unbelievable great. Yeah, forget good, he's amazing. Yeah, he's great, he's amazing. He's like the white Muhammad Ali. He might not talk like Muhammad Ali, but he is the Muhammad Ali of the last generation. You understand? We have to give him the credit where he's due. Yeah? He is that guy.
Renowned boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has joined the growing list of experts who believe Oleksandr Usyk is more than just a champion. He's a once-in-a-generation fighter. Hearn, who has worked with numerous world-class athletes, emphasized the rarity of Usyk's skill set, calling him one of the most gifted technicians the sport has seen in decades. His seamless transition from cruiserweight to heavyweight while maintaining his speed, timing, and composure has stunned observers across the boxing world. Hearn's recognition isn't just casual praise, it reflects how deeply Usyk has reshaped expectations for modern heavyweights.
Just, you're talking about one of the great generational. I watched the first 2 rounds, and Dubois looked really dangerous. Came out, backed him up, and then Usyk just decided, I can't allow him to back me up, so I'm going to go on the front foot and box aggressive here. And he knocked him spark out. Unbelievable. Just a true generational great.
With his latest dominant performance, Usyk has surged into the top tier of boxing history. Analysts now place him as the 4th greatest fighter of all time, a position rarely granted to active boxers. This acknowledgement isn't solely based on victories, but on the quality of opponents, the manner of his wins, and the consistency with which he has excelled. His ability to adapt across weight classes while defeating elite fighters on their home turf speaks volumes. Ranking him among the best ever is no longer a stretch, it's a statement backed by data, performance, and legacy.
What's yours, Jerry? Let's hear yours.
Oleksandr is the 4th greatest fighter on my personal all-time list.
Wow.
It's number 4. He's only behind Ali.
Oh, on your all-time list?
All time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Only behind Floyd, Ali, and Manny. So, I'm really high on Oleksandr.
Oleksandr Usyk is more than just a champion. He is a symbol of technical brilliance and tactical excellence. His calm demeanor outside the ring is the complete opposite of his razor-sharp instincts inside it. He doesn't fight for attention, doesn't trash talk endlessly, and doesn't chase the spotlight. Instead, Usyk allows his performance to speak for him.
The WBO, Frank Warner very close, Joseph Parker is obviously a Queensberry fighter, so there could be potential that they do what they did with this fight, what they did with the Dubois fight. It also means as well that, and maybe this is why, potentially it's because Riyadh's season show is from November onwards, and I doubt we'll see Oleksandr Usyk in the ring this year because it's only July, but he's only fought, and I would imagine Usyk is going to be one of these 6 to 8 month type of guys. That's the way he's been over the last 2 years. So you're looking probably February next year at the earliest when he finally fights again. So for me, it's like, right, well, that will be after the Riyadh and Ring Magazine's pay-per-views end, as in they're not going to be doing pay-per-view anymore. Maybe they look at that fight and think, Usyk Parker, it's a fight that, with the greatest respect, and Oleksandr Usyk is a very big name, it maybe does need that pay-per-view wall behind it in order to facilitate the purses that they could potentially forking out for it. So maybe that's why Riyadh season won't do it. Now, the Zone obviously have not ruled out pay-per-view, they're still going to do.
Oleksandr Usyk's resume speaks volumes. He has dismantled world champions and rising stars alike, and his victory over Daniel Dubois only strengthened that reputation. Dubois, a physically imposing and powerful heavyweight, posed a serious challenge on paper, but Usyk neutralized him with strategic brilliance. Despite his dominance, Usyk never allowed arrogance to creep in. He remains grounded, never declaring himself the greatest, even when the world starts to do so. His humility contrasts sharply with the modern tendency for showmanship. In a sport often ruled by ego, Usyk's quiet confidence is a refreshing exception.
In different directions, even I wasn't sure, because although I believe Usyk is the fighter of the generation in this weight class, he's at an age where, overnight you sort of show up and you don't have it anymore. Ali randomly lost to Leon Spinks around this age or whatnot. So you could get where all of a sudden, it's not there on the night. So. And you had
and heavyweights takes 1 second, one split second off.
Yeah, exactly. And you also had a very motivated Dubois to add to that second. Who's a very powerful puncher and has sort of this bully mentality when he gets you in an uncomfortable position. But Usyk, flawless performance technically. Stepping out to that weak side consistently, mixing up the jabs, making things uncomfortable for Dubois rhythm-wise.
He seemed more aggressive, right? Normally, I think with some of the bigger guys, he slides that weak side, slides that weak side. This was different.
I think with Dubois, the psychology is kind of out of the bag in that you got to kind of bully the bully. And Dubois came out trying to bully him a little bit, so he started touching him and hitting him, and he started taking it to him because you start backing him up, you start putting him in a situation where he starts to doubt himself, and Dubois doesn't really come back from that very often. As a matter of fact,
he doesn't bend, he breaks.
In the fight, I thought he's a little bit awkward, Dubois. I don't know, but
he's one of those awkward strong guys.
Yeah,
he's just like super strong, awkward as hell.
He goes down and he takes the full count, and then he just gets up at 10 and walks across the ring right in front of Usyk, who's celebrating middle of the ring, like with his hands up in the air. Just casually walks right by Usyk's celebration as if he didn't just get counted out to 10.
Foreman Ali. Remember, he walks right to his corner.
Yeah, but I was like, dude, you could have got up. You waited to 10, and then
he was a beaten man.
You waited to 10, and then not only you get up, you don't even have the presence of mind to realize, like, I'm walking right into the picture where he's celebrating.
What makes Usyk truly special is that the praise he receives isn't limited to his era. Boxing fans, former champions, and analysts now discuss him in the same breath as the sport's eternal icons. He isn't just the best of this decade. He's considered one of the best ever. The historical significance of his accomplishments is already being written, and his performances are being archived as lessons in mastery. Becoming undisputed in multiple divisions, defeating champions in their prime, and doing so with such class and intelligence makes his place in boxing history undeniable.